Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemo our thumb by Hashem Yahshua to the sisters. This is the Isupk. Started off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. They are the chosen people of the Bible. This is the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class. Clap it up for the Lord. So right now, we're going to start off with the alphabets because our brothers and sisters is learning out there, and we're going to start off from the basics. So we're going to get the basics down about the alphabet. So I'm going to write it down first in the ancient form, then in the Syrian form. Okay, here we go. Yes. No. Yeah, lock it. Close.
Just putting a space on it to write up the what y'all after the rest of us. Wherever you can, just put a space like start right here, and see if it can get another row at the bottom. I'm gonna write with each of them off.
Right.
After, right? I'm gonna just little space so I can write with the y'all, right?
Come.
Okay.
Let's see here. Come. Come.
little more space, right there. There you go. Oh, you're on the last level.
Come.
Okay, try.
All right, Israel. Here we go. We got B, G, D, H, W, Z, K, T, Y, K, L, M, N, S, I, P, T, Z, Q, R, Sh, and Th. Now, mainly, you also got to emphasize to not get confused with the K and the K. Now, with the K, you got like a, you know what I'm saying, strong, a strong like a gurgle sound in your throat. So this sound right here, K, K. Then you have this sound over here, K, K. So when you write in your ancient language, and his brothers, you know what I'm saying, his brothers have this character in their name, you have to pronounce it K, so you can hear it. K, K. Also with this one, K, K. See how the different sound? K and K. And you also have this unique sound over here, Tz. Tz is one word. One sound. Tz. 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 That's one sound. Now we're going to go through the Syrian.
Oh, we can leave it.
Oh, no. Now, I'm going to pass the class over. The priest and the officer, Hazar.
One second, correct. Two order, right?
Sir.
One second, correct, right? So, as Officer Correct put on the board here, right? We got the Hebrew alphabet, right? I'm gonna need that book too if you put it, right?
Come.
Yeah, page 3 when you can from here, right?
Page 3?
Yeah.
Come.
We're gonna, as you know, we don't call these letters in the Hebrew, right? Put the heat off, folks.
Come.
We don't call these letters. They are called pictographs, right? They are called pictographs, right? Up top here, pictograph. If I could, let's get a definition of pictograph. If I could,
Come.
Practice that, right? And why is getting that, right? This right here is your alphabet of the language that blacks and Latinos spoke before you came to the Americans in slavery, right? So of course, nobody today on the earth writes like this, right? But this is a very real language, and this is they say it's the oldest language in the earth, right? It's the oldest language in the earth. There's a spoken language. You can read it and speak it just like any other language. And this was heavily utilized by one kind of people, right? That don't speak it anymore. So you can't go around the world anywhere and see anybody reading and writing like this, because the people that read and wrote like this don't speak it anymore. So no one speaks it anymore, right? If you get what I'm saying, right? So you have to put the missing link, right? We are people in America, right, that have lost our language, our identity, our morals, right? Our traditions. We don't even know who we are anymore, right? And yet there is a language out there that was once spoken by people who no longer speak it. Now, I would like to say that if we are missing a thing and this is missing a host, I think we might be the host for this language right here, if that makes sense to anybody, right? You know, we're missing something. We're missing what belongs to us. This thing is missing the owner. I like to think that it's kind of pairing, all right? I like to think that there is a good marriage here between, you know, belonging and the lost of the belongs, right? If you get what I'm saying, right? The lost the lost and the found, right? The lost, we're lost, right? And this is the found, right? Right? We go together hand in hand, right? Oh, you didn't give me page 3 of this out, trust it out, right? When you can, right? Page 3. Oh, you got pictographs. Okay, get pictographs first, right?
All right.
Right, go ahead.
Pictograph.
Uh-huh.
Pictorial.
Nice and so the camera can hear, right? So just point, so just aim your voice to the camera, right?
Pictograph.
Yeah.
A pictorial symbol for a word.
Pictorial symbols, right? Because these are symbols, right? As you know, in the world, we might gotta get a definition for symbols, right? Right? What is a symbol? Hold on. I got a phone too. Right? Hold on. Symbols, definition. Okay? A symbol, a mark, or a character used as a conventional representation of an object, function, or process. Right? The letter or letters standing for a chemical. Okay, that's symbols for chemical symbols, right? Good, right? A thing that represents or stands for something else. These are things that represent and they stand or they mean something else. They mean the thing that is drawn for them. There's a thing that is drawn to represent, right? Keep reading. From the top.
Come.
Right? What are we reading now?
Pictograph.
Pictograph. Go ahead.
Pictograph. A pictorial symbol.
A pictorial symbol, because these are pictures that are drawn, and they are symbols, meaning they represent something. Keep reading.
Symbol for a word or phrase.
For a word or phrase, and we put these together to make words and phrases. Right? We take each one of these pictographs, right? You might look at it like a letter, right? And you put these letters or you put these pictographs, these pictorial characters, these symbolized characters together in a certain manner and fashion and pairing and tripling, right? To make a certain word or phrase. Keep reading.
Pictograph were used as the earliest known form of writing.
Most high in Christ. Most high in Christ. Read the part again. Pictographs were used as what?
Pictograph was used as the earliest known form of writing.
Pictograph was used as the earliest known form of writing. And what are they talking about? Nobody's going to say this. They're talking about niggers' language. Not the white man's language, not the Chinese man's language, not the Arab man's language, not the African's language, not the Ethiopian's language. They in Africa, right? They ain't talking about this. Right? Ethiopians' letters is not pictographs. They're not pictures. Right? But the oldest language, they belong to a people. And those people lost their way, don't know who they are. They're called the lost tribes. Right? And they lost in America, don't know who they are. And here we have a lost writing that were written by the what? Oh, keep reading.
Yeah. They got examples of other nations with that in the early.
Are they giving that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we hear it, right? Read the part again so everybody can understand. Right? We're reading the definition of pictograph from where?
Pictograph. This
from.
Oh, this is the Google search dictionary.
The Google dictionary says that there's a language that's made out of pictures, right? And it's the earliest form of writing. And our forefathers, right, going back to Noah, were the earliest people on the earth, right? Every race on the earth was born out of Noah, right? And he had 3 sons, and then they began the development of the races of people, right? And now our race of people maintained the language that Noah had, right? Where the Lord dispersed everybody at the Tower of Babel to go off to have their own culture and their own language and their own, their own things of their characters within their jurisdictions. But for us, we kept the oldest one, and that's in the Bible, right? Keep it. Read up. From top. Let's go.
Come.
Yeah.
Pictograph. A pictorial symbol.
Pictorial symbols
for a word or phrase.
For a word or phrase. Keep it in.
Pictograph was used as the earliest known form of writing.
Pictograph was the earliest known form of writing. Writing is a good word too, right? Writing, right? Write in Hebrew is kathab. Kathab, right? That's right, right? And then you got writing. Writing, right? As you know the rules in Hebrew, one in the middle means ing, right? Kathawab, right? Kathawab is writing, right? Right. Now put them together. Read it from the top again, from the top.
Come. Pictograph, a pictorial symbol for a word or phrase. Put pictograph.
Therefore what?
Say it again, sir.
Read the part again.
Oh, a pictograph, a pictorial symbol.
The pictorial symbols for a what?
For a word or phrase.
I took the pictorial symbols. I took the ka from here, and the tha from over here, and the ba from over here, and I made a word, and I'm about to make a phrase. Writing is a phrase, right? So we have a word here, kathab, to say write, and then we have kathawab, right? Kathawab, right? Kathawab. That's a phrase, writing, right? Keep reading.
A pictograph was used as the earliest known form of writing.
This was the earliest known form of writing. Now people wrote like this, right? Today, 2022, you write A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Well, a long time ago, Negroes had a language, right, that they lost the slavery by the hands and the negligence of the judgment coming to our oppressor, the slave master, by his hands. Right. We lost our language, and our language before was A, B, C, D. It was Abba, Gada, Hawaza, Katayaka, Lamanasai, Pataza, Kwashata, right? All the way down, right? Keep reading.
For the examples, could they have a, here we go, examples. Having been discovered in Egypt, this is what they say.
Having been discovered in Egypt, meaning they found this writing in Egypt. Why did they have this? First of all, this is not Egyptian writing. Why do they have this in Egypt? You know what I'm saying? Why is it in Egypt? Because niggas was there. The people that lost this language were in Egypt. All right? Now, in Egypt, they have the writing called the hieroglyph system, right? Maybe I'm getting the name wrong, right? But they call it, when you see it, they call it a hieroglyph, the writing on the wall, where their writing is like a bird, right? And they got a bird here, and then they got a snake, right? Some dumb snake, right? And then they have, I don't know, they got a few type of birds on there. They got that, they got the eagle, and then they got an albatross, right? Which is just another bird, and they write it another way, right? And then they got I guess they got a man, and right, all kind of garbage, right? They taught us that in school because America and the Caucasian civilization is built off the religion and culture of the Egyptians. So you go around town, and you go to different cities, you always got this Egyptian symbol there, or this Egyptian statue there, because this place is built off of that. Now, back in Egypt, they had their own language, and then they had another language that they found there because Negroes was there. All right, as you read in the Bible, Negroes and Latinos are the Israelites that the Bible talks about, right? The Israelites of biblical antiquity, meaning they are the pure blood, real blood running through the veins, the people that was there in Egypt. Keep reading.
And Mesopotamia.
Where is Mesopotamia? In the Middle East, right? So these were people that was in the Middle East and were in Egypt. But the Egyptian writing, you cannot find that in the Middle East, because you don't read in the stories where Egyptians was all in the Middle East like that. But you do find the Israelites there. You know what I mean? And this writing had an owner, and whoever the owner is lost it. So you can't find the people that host or have this writing today. All right? And there's a people who is missing a handwriting, and that is us. Keep reading.
From before 3000 BC.
From before 3000 BC.
Come.
Because our people was in the Middle East, right? Before 3000 BC. Right? Any more there?
That's it.
3000, that's a long time ago. And 3000 BC is around the time when was the Egyptians? When was the Egyptians? The Egyptians was ruling about. People would say some people would say the Egyptian civilization was out in 3000 BC. Some would say 1500. All right. But even before Noah, this was our handwriting too from Adam, right? And as in the days of Adam, there was other races of people on the earth also, as the Bible says. Adam and Eve got kicked out the garden, went to the land of Nod. And those people had their own way of living and their own culture and ways of communication. Right? But this was Adam's language that he saw in the stars, and he created his language from the stars as he explains in Revelations. Stuff that you only learn in the ISUPK. It's in the Bible, but you're not going to learn it from nowhere else except the ISUPK. Right. All right? So he looked in the stars, and the stars had a writing form in the stars, where the Lord was speaking to Adam through the stars. As it says in Revelations, the tree that giveth forth the thing every month. Talking about the thing that heathens look at and see is astrology. We looked at and created our writing system, and Adam created the laws of the Bible, right? In that writing system, right? The same thing, you look at the stars and say, oh yeah, that's a lion. Don't eat that. Crab, don't eat that. Unlawful. Right? Goat, eat that. The Capricorn thing, the goat, eat that. Taurus, the cow, eat that. You know what I mean? Virgo, pour water on the ground, seed comes up. Right? Right? What else? What else? The scales, the law. Right? Keep the law, you live. Go against the law, you die. You see what I'm saying? What else? I don't know, right? All the I can't remember those silly things, right? Okay. Okay. That was it on that, right?
Oh, God.
Right? Of course, we have our favorite book that we're going to hammer into the ground, and everybody, right, who wants to come against it, right? This is a book from where? That we teach in the ISUPK, right? This is a book. Can you see this? All right, let's go out and zoom in.
Right there.
Right there. They can read that? What does it say?
Say Yale.
Right here?
Right there. Stop right there.
Right there, right?
Yale University Press. New.
Yale what?
Yale University. This
is the book from Yale University. Right? So meaning you go to your average PS 190 MS middle school this and high school HS, right? You go to your regular public New York Board of Ed, right? You go to your New York Board of Ed school, right? They're going to teach you math and science, and then they're going to teach you to love George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, right? And they're never going to teach you about who you are. Black History Month come up, they're going to teach you about Martin Luther King, and that's about it for who you are. And as a teacher about where do black people come from, you go to Africa, and that's it, right? But now this book here, right? This book here from Yale University, meaning this is a book, right? That's trying to teach about this biblical language here, right? Right? And this is a book from, of course, this is from the language series. Can you see this too? Can you see this right here? Right? This is from the, this is a book from the language section within Yale University, right? This is the books that we teach here in the ISUPK for free, right? Where your kids, to be a brother, you gotta go, you gotta sell a lot of drugs or do something wrong. You gotta be a liar for the white man, right? To earn the money, just to get the information out of books like these, right? So if I could, right, you're gonna read me page 3 of the top right here, right? The same book from Yale University, right? Right here, right?
From the top.
This is the education you get in the ISUPK from the top, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Hebrew alphabet.
The Hebrew alphabet. This thing that we have right here. Keep reading.
Is the oldest in the world.
This is the oldest language in the world, just like how Google said, right? Now we have 2 witnesses. You see what I'm saying about this language right here. This is the oldest language in the earth. Keep reading.
Still used today.
Still used today, meaning there's a people who have extracted and tried to manipulate this thing right here, right? And say that they are the Jews when Christ said they are not, right? Keep reading.
Our own alphabet.
Our own alphabet. What's the owner of the book? His alphabet. His alphabet is English. The reader of this book speaks English. His own alphabet is English. Keep reading.
is a descendant of it by a circuitous route.
Right, meaning what he's trying to say is English is born out of this language right here, right? And you know this R right here looks very similar to the A in English, right? And this is very similar to the B, right? This God is supposed to be a G, right? The da is supposed to be a da, right? And then this is a ha, right? It's born of the same thing, right? You know, the Z is the same. This car is not available in English, but it is considered a rough H sound, all right? The T is there also, right? What else is there? The Y, right? The Y, right? What else is over here? The K, right? The backwards car, right? The L is the same, right? The M here is just the same thing upside down. N is the same thing upside down, right? S is this thing right here. If we didn't put an S in the middle, that's a dollar sign. Good night, right? Right? I, right? Pa, right? Pa, right? Same thing, right? Taza is not available in English, right? Right? But the T is still born out of that letter too, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, let me just write that over right quick. All right, you can keep reading if you want, all right?
Come.
Oh, hold on. Oh, the Q too, right? The Q, right? Very similar, right? If I put this all the way up in there, right? We have the Ra, right? Say similar, right? There we go, right? The Sha is a different letter, right? And then we also know we got the T here again, right? The T sound, right? Keep going.
The text of the Hebrew Bible.
The text of the Hebrew Bible, meaning keep going.
We use today reflects several periods of development.
Meaning the Bible is based on this language here. So when you talk about a King James version and King James wrote the Bible, right? You're not going to come across no Bible that's written in this Hebrew language here. This language here, right? Or the King James version written in English, right? And English is born out of this language. All right? Keep reading.
Originally,
the basis of the word original, or the etymological root of the word originally is origin. Origin, meaning where it's based, going down to the roots. Where did it come from? Origin. Originally, keep reading.
Originally, only the consonant was used.
Only the consonants was used. Meaning what? What does only the consonant mean? No vowels. What is a vowel? A vowel is a thing that's added on behind a letter, such as A, E, I, O, and U, right? Meaning these sounds were not in the Hebrew speaking, the Hebrew verbalism, right? Which is what the Jewish people need to have a functional in their language today. So the Jewish man will greet you, shalom, right? There's an O there, right? Is there an O here? Erase that. You see what I'm saying? What else did the Jewish man say? Yea, who, thee. Is there an E here? This is a vowel. There's an E here. Erase that. That's wrong. Right? What about the U? Is there a U? Is a vowel? Is the U a vowel? There's a U is a vowel. Erase that. That's wrong. Right? There's an I here. Is there an I over here? Yes, there is an I over here. Erase that. That's wrong. What else? Yeshiva. Yeshiva. Right? Now there is an R sound, right? You have an R sound here, so that's valid, right? There's no V though. That V is wrong. Get rid of that. Right? There's an I here. Is there an I over here? Right? And this I is E. That's not the sound we're looking for. Erase that, right? What else is there? There's an E sound here too. Yeah. There's no yes sound in Hebrew. Erase that. That's wrong. You know what I mean? Read that part again.
Originally, only the consonants was used.
Only the consonants was used. So now the Jewish man calls his God Yahuwah. Yahu. Yeah, I guess I was spelling it right. Yahuwah, right? Right? There's an E here. Erase that. That's wrong. We're gonna do this all day. There's a U here. That's wrong. That's not what was in the. That was not originally the language. Right? Right? First up.
Right, Salaki, and also you got Yeshua.
Oh, let's go.
Yeshua.
Yeshua make no goddamn sense either, because I don't know how they get the ua sound out of an I. The last two letters. This is how you write Yahweh's name, right? Let me get some room on the board here.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna read the kathab and the writing, right? Okay. Okay. We're gonna have okay, Yeshua. They'll write this. Yah. Okay, this is Yahweh, right? Joshua, right? Yah ha wa shai, right? Yahweh shai, right? Now this is the Yah, right? This figure right here is a ha, right? And then this figure right here is a wa, right? This figure right here is a sha, right? Sha, Salaki, right? I wonder how Jewish people say sorry, right? Shai, and there's an I sound on the end, right? So we have Yah, Ha, Wa, Sha, I. As in the UPK, we would say Yahweh Shai, right? And that is a name that even the native Indians called on. We're going to get that book for you at a later time. The native Indians was like Yahweh Shu, Yahweh Shi, Yahweh Shai. They used to make songs about a savior, right? Yahweh Shu, Yahweh Shi, Yahweh Shai. Right? Now, the oppressor, right? The man who claims to be a Jew, right? According to the Bible, he claims to be a Jew, but Jesus Christ said he is not. I know people that say they are Jews and are not, right? But are the synagogues of Satan? We're gonna get in a minute, right? Now they somehow get who they turn the Y into a U, right? And then they turn this right. This is a H, right? And then they get a SH here, right? And somehow there's another U here, a shua, right? A shua going this way, right? This right? Because we in Hebrew we write from right to left, right? For those who don't know, right is yum, right? Yum, right? Left is I know it's a little heavy, right? You want to sit down?
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh yeah, you Hebrew Academy. My bad. Don't beat me up, all right?
Go ahead.
Shama all. Most time Christ. Okay. Yeah, Hebrew Academy. Shama all what? Shama all.
Saul.
Shama all Saul, which is turn. Saul is turn. Good job, right? Ma'al. Right? Shama'al is the word for left. All right? Two, to say two, la. La is how you say two. So right to left, yamyan, la, shama'al. Right to left. All right? This is how we read, right? Right? So they got now they got a U here and they got a U over here. Make no sense. Why they got two U's, right? And this is a Y and an I. Make no sense, right? Right? Because this is Babylon. And what does Babylon mean? Babylon means the city of confusion. All right. The word Babel or Babal in Hebrew means confused, right? Remember that down too. Right? Babylon. Babylon in English, right? Babylon. Right? It's based on the word Babal, which means confused. Right? This is a confused place. Right? You got men who think they're women. You got women that think that they can act like a woman and think like a man. You got white people sleeping with animals. You got Chinese people eating their own children. You got Chinese people eating dogs. You got animals. You got Africans that eat humans. Right? It's a confused place out here, right? We have people eating pork. That's not normal. That's strange. I don't know. That's strange. You got people eating shrimp, but don't eat cockroaches. When they are the same species, one on land and one in the water. It's very confusing. You see what I'm saying? What else? You got people that go to a corner store and it says, if you smoke this cigarette, you will die, you will get cancer. And people still go there to go buy the cigarette. You got people overdose on heroin and people still line up and keep using it. This is a confused place. This is a very strange place, right? You have Jewish people, you have white people that are saying that they are Jews. That's strange. I don't know. Slovakia. That's very confusing. Germans from Germany and Poland claiming that they are Jews. Nah, that's strange. That's very strange. You got pictures of Jesus Christ being white when the Bible says he is black. Very, very strange. You got paintings of God being white when the Bible says he's a black man with an afro, a so-called afro. We call it a Hebrew because we're not from Africa, right? The term afro comes from, it's to say African-like hair, right? But we are Hebrew, so this is Hebrew-like hair. We call it a Hebrew, right? The big puffy hair, right? Like a lion's mane, right? But then that's what God said he looks like in the Bible to Daniel. But the white man draws a biker, an elderly biker from the what's one of the biker gangs?
From the Hell's Angels.
Hell's Angels. They got Hell's Angels trained down to a young
beach boy,
a young beach boy, a young surfer. You know what I mean? And saying this is God and Adam. Ooh, confusing place. That's strange. And God and Adam and the God of Israel is not even their belief. Their belief is Zeus, and but now they're taking on the Bible as their religion. Strange, very, very, very strange. Christians dancing in church, right? Thinking that's how they get blessings from God. Very strange. All right. Go ahead, President.
Salaki, sir, if I may, was really very strange that a woman's giving birth without being touched by a man.
That's strange. That's not real. But people all around the world believe that in the majority, right? That God came down and had sex with a woman. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. And then they're going to tell you that they don't believe in fairy tales. They've made the Bible a fairy tale when the Bible says that Joseph had sex with Mary and that Jesus Christ is from the lineage of David as to why he could be the king. But people think different. Strange, very strange indeed. All right, if it's strange, we are in Babylon. We're in a confused place. All right, keep it in.
Oh, come. By the time of the Israelites' kingdom.
By the time the Israelites' kingdom, keep it in.
Some continents, Ha, Wa, Ya.
The Ha, the Wa, and the Ya, right?
Come.
Right, the Ya is what we had a while ago, this Ya right here, right? Keep it in.
Was used to indicate certain vowels.
Were used to indicate certain vowels. Why does it indicate? Because a white man needs an indicator for this, because it's not his. Right? Meaning, we look at this and we know right and left. But the white man needs an indicator to say, oh, wow, that guy is about to turn right, and that guy is about to turn left. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, they need to have a U in there and a UR and a, right? They need to have these vowels in there, right? Now, they turn the ya into an I in most cases, right? But here, the ya is used to say a Y, right? When they turn the ya to say an I. Y and I, right? Confusing. So in one place here, this is used as a Y to say yeah. And in another place, is used to say E. The I sound E in the English, right? Confusing. So I see this here and I see another ya over here. This is ye, and the yeah is very confused language, as to why they gotta have something called a dagesh, which is a dot writing system, right? A dot writing system where they put dots all over the place because it's and that makes it more confusing, right? Because now I gotta read the language and do braille at the same goddamn time, right? Go. Is this talking about the dagesh here? The dagesh.
The gash?
Oh, keep reading.
Oh, okay. I didn't talk about the gash yet. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. These letters continue to be used as consonants as well.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
Much later.
So the ya, the ha, the wa, and the I were used as vowels, and they were used as consonants and as well. Very confusing. Keep reading.
Much later. Keep reading. In the Middle Age.
In the Middle Ages, meaning around the 1600s, when we was coming in slavery, right? The Middle Ages, right? Keep reading.
A system of dots.
And
dashes.
And the dashes, like we got a we put a dash right here, right? This is not the correct dash. It's confusing, so we don't even get hung up on that, right? But a system of dots and dashes, keep reading,
was devised to indicate every vowel.
They were used to indicate vowels, right? The dash was used to indicate vowels. So they'll read Hebrew, and then because this is not their language, they need to speak vowels, right? They put a dot or dash there, and they'll say, oops, green light, turn this into a vowel, right? Where they change the language. And now it's Yehudi, Boker Tov Shalom, right? And that is silly. That's not Israelite culture, all right? It's not Israelite culture to speak Yiddish, right? Right? Good, we can drop that.
Okay.
Right? Give me Revelation 2 and 9 right quick, right?
Revelation 2 and 9.
Okay. We're going to break down what each of these alphabets are, and then we're going to go into, do you have any questions online? Okay.
All right, yeah, we have a question here right here.
Okay, let's hear the question.
All right, the question is, Salakia, this one on VK. Salakia, if I may, how do you say offering, tribute, welcome,
offering.
and precious in Hebrew?
Offering, tribute.
Yeah, offering, first
verb. Offering, right? Offering tribute or offering and tribute?
Offering and tribute.
Okay, and then we got tribute. And what's the other one?
Welcome.
And welcome, right?
And one more, sir.
I don't think welcome is in the Bible. This word right here didn't exist. Right? But welcome, what is a welcome? All right? This is what we don't realize when we think of words, right? Words in English, it is said, right? Hebrew is that the very same language we speak today as English, as the book said, right, is born out of Hebrew, right? So many things in English are actually Hebrew, right? As we have the word Elizabeth, we have the name Elizabeth, right? English name, right? Elizabeth is an English name, right? They have Queen Elizabeth in England. They have Queen Mary, right? You got Queen, I don't know the other ones, right? Right? But Elizabeth is born out of a Hebrew word, Elizabeth, right? To say daughter of Eliza, one of the people of the Levites under Moses, right? Right? One of Aaron's, I believe it's Aaron's son or one of them, right? Aaron's lineage, right? Eliza, right? And then you have Susan or Susanna, English name, right? Well, that name is born out of Hebrew. Susanna is in Hebrew, Shawashana, which means lily, right? What else? Tabitha is a Hebrew word too, right? In the literal sense, right? What else? What's some other common white names? They are Bible names. David, right, is a Hebrew name, Dawada, to say loving, right? or the First Chronicles will say Dawayat, to say beloved. All right, and they both are David, right? Right. What else? What were you gonna say, Brother Zach?
I was going to say Jonathan.
Jonathan.
And Joseph.
And Joseph, right? Joseph in the Hebrew, Yawasak, which means adding, right? From the root word Yasak, which means to add, right? What's the other one you said? Jonathan, right? Jonathan, Yahweh, Nathan, to say the Lord giveth. Yawan, because the Lord's name is Yahweh, right? That's why it's Yahweh Nathan, right? You want to, oh, Slakia. Well, I think, nope. Yawanathan, I believe, is Yaka. Yaka is now, it's not the same like how we see it today. I think one is Yawanathan. There's two ways of saying Yawanathan, right? Yawanathan. Or I know something there is like Yakanan. Well, that's John. That's my bad, right? So Yawanathan to say Yahweh, give, and Nathan means give. Nathan is another one. Nathan is Nathan. Nathan is the word to say give. All right? We're going to get offering, tribute, welcome. Now, welcome is this. It's exactly like how you hear it. Well and come. Right? That's what welcome is. Welcome is welcome. How do you say well in Hebrew? Well is good. You're doing good, you're doing well. Right? How are you doing? Right? In other words, Ma Shalamka, how is your peace? Right? That's how we say, how are you doing? Ma Shalamka. And your response, Anya Tawab. Anya Tawab meaning what? I am good, or I am well. Well is good, good is Tawab, right? So you got Tawab, right? You got Tawab, right? And then you got the word come, right? Come as in come in, right? How do you say come in Hebrew? Ba'ah. Right? Ba'ah. So I'm right over here, right? You got Tawab, Ba'ah. Right? That is how you say welcome, Tawab Ba'ah. All right? So let me write it over here. All right? I'm gonna write it over here. All right? Tawab Ba'ah, which is good or well. I'm gonna write well. Well and come. Right? And this well is good. Right? I'm putting it right over here so everybody understands, right? Good. Right? Go ahead, Brother.
The scriptures that you wanted.
All right, Revelation 2:9.
You say Revelation 2:9?
Yeah, read.
Come.
I'm taking a picture on this one right here. Okay.
Over here in Salakia, so you also want precious.
Precious, right?
Come.
I believe that might be Yaquar. Okay. That might be Yaquar. Precious, right? Okay. Precious as in valuable, right? We're gonna look these up, right? I know offering is usually something that's a back because an offering is something that you sacrifice to have, right? This is like a sacrifice, all right? All right. Tribute. We're gonna get what tribute is. Let me get our trusty tablet so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Right? Okay. I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer, right? Just wanna fill up the camera screen. Right? Check this, okay, good.
Come.
Okay.
Still good, too.
Still good, right? Okay. Good, right? Okay. Uh-huh. There's no more question. Oh, pressure should be Yaqua. Yaqua, right? Yaqua. All right. If I'm not mistaken, right? While on that, right? Quar is the word which means cold, right? Cold, right? And quarak is the word, quarak is the word which means ice, right? Quar is cold, quarak is ice, right? And quarak also is the word for crystals, right? Ice and crystal, right? Ice and crystal is quarak, right? Right? And then you see quar is to say precious item or something, right? Or it is precious. It is like a cold thing, right? It's like a gem. It's like a crystal, right? Crystals are invaluable items, cost a lot of money, right? You get the whole idea, right? Okay. Let's start with precious. All right. See what's in here for precious. I know they got more than one way to say things that are precious or invaluable, right? Okay. Okay, we got one right here. Okay, we got 4030, we got 40222. Precious things. We have Magad. Okay, so we're not gonna say Jaqua, we're gonna say Magad, right? And that word is very different, so I like that one there. Right? We got this other one right here in Samuel chapter 1, verse 3. This is what we had on the board, right? So this is can you see this?
Right. What are you doing? Chapter 3?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Maybe it's too dark, right? How about now?
Oh, that's perfect, right?
Oh, there we go, right? So we have the word. This is a Bible app with the concordance. You go to Google Play Store, find this, right? The word precious. Behind it is the concordance code 3368, right? And they have the Strong's. Can you see this? Okay. They have these Strong's the breakdown of the Strong's in here. Yaqua, right? So this is the word Yaqua to say precious here, right? There you go. Valuable, right? Clear, costly, excellent. And that clear is to say it's like a glass. It's like ice, right? The thing you're looking at, right? So it's used as precious 25 times. That's pretty reliable. Meaning, if I read to you a book, and in this book, there's a certain word I'm going to say to you 25 times, you might want to know what that word means. Because if you know what that word means, you're going to be able to interpret what I'm saying to you, right? Right? Costly 4 times, right? There you go, right? Right? One time a woman is in there once, meaning there's a valuable type of woman, right? She's an invaluable woman. The Bible says that one daughter is better than another. You got some woman that ain't worth, right? It's like that, right? And then you have a woman who is very valuable to you, right? This one right here is your gem. You see what I'm saying? She's a gem. She's a ruby. You know what I mean? She's very costly to you. If you lose her, oh my gosh, you might jump off a bridge like a white man when he loses all of his money. Because she's costly. She's valuable. There are 2 types of women. One shall be taken and one shall be left behind. That's what Christ said, right? Our King, right? Okay. Okay, that's your qual. So we're going to keep that. Okay, let me see how much the other one is used, right?
The other one is, this one was pretty often too. So we got another word. This one is precious things, right? This one is magad, right? This is not, now this is not used as precious, but precious things. So this is an item, right? It says from an unused root to mean eminent, right? Valuable, a valuable product or a fruit. So the word precious is more the other one, yakwa, right? This is more of a precious thing, an item, right? So this is more like precious. The other one is more like valuable, right? Valuable. But we're gonna hold this one right here. Well, I'm gonna put it on the board still, right? We don't got a lot of space here, right? I'm gonna put down here. Valuable. Valuables. Valuable, right? Valuable is magad. Right? Just in case you see it. Right? If you see it, you know what that is. It's a valuable thing. Now, can I put some? I don't want to philosophize, all right? I want to check evidence. As you know, God is the word for troop. God is the word for troop. Where's God? Gad, tribe of Gad. Gad is the word for troop, right? And as you know, troops go out and seize things. Salaki, I mean, but they go when the troops, your army, right? Your troops go and seize things. They bring back what is called the spoil, right? Now I think that might be leading to the word tribute here. Let me see the word for spoil. Okay. Spoil. Spoil is not the same in English today like spoiled food or nothing like that, right? As you see, we got many words for spoil here. We got 962, we got 7998, 5337, right? So you know, there's different words. These different numbers indicate that there are different Hebrew words for the word. All right. Where is it again? 322. That's down here. Okay. There we go. This word is natazal. One is natazal, but this one says deliver or recover, escape. All right. So that's not the word we want to use. All right. Let's see what 799 is. This one is used as spoil 63 times. I like this one. This is shalal. All right. What is this one? Can you see this? Okay. 962. Bazaars. And this one is to spoil as in rob. Or this is to rob somebody. Bazaars. Right? This is a sin against the law, right? To rob somebody. Oh, right there, right? Bazaars. Bazaars mean to rob somebody. Right? That sounds like some niggas shit too, right? Yeah, we gonna bazaars that nigga right there. Yeah. Bazaars that cat right there for me. Bazaars that dude right there. Right? I'm gonna put it on the board. Rob. Right? Because we got young men on here, right? And they love the words like this. You know, vocabulary is vocabulary, right? Now, of course, the law says thou shalt not steal. Don't steal from nobody. Now, there is a time you gotta go to war with the people. And when you go to war with people, you take their stuff. Right? You take them stuff, you make them prisoners of war, and they have to counterfeit the items to you, right? That's the good way to say it. They have to seize. What's that thing where they take away your car? They gotta repo your car. No, what's the proper way? Seize your car. There you go, seize, right? It's a seizure, right? Well, that's not this right here. This is to take some. Well, it says they spoiled them. This is not a war, all right? But that's, you know, just in case you see that in the Bible, that's what that is, right? Bazaars, right? Bazaars is rob, right? Okay. Okay, that's in Genesis 34:7. And the sons of Jacob slain upon the city because they had defied their sister. Okay, so now this is in the time when the Africans had raped our Negro sister Dina, right? This is where sisters want to go back to Africa and love Africa, right? Their people raped your sister one time, right? Of certain African people, right? right? You want to go back to Africa. You want to go back to Africa and go to all African countries and love them. This is the people that raped one of your foremothers. You know what I mean? You don't even know what you're doing going back to this place here, right? And Simeon and Levi, in particular, went out and slain these Africans, right? Simeon and Levi, right? The father of the Haitian people and the father of Dominican people, they went together in a pair with swords and went and chopped, or it says right here, right? Slew Hamor and Shechem, his son, with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out because they were trying to rape her, right? The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city. So after they raped the sister, we went out and chopped them up and took all of their stuff. You know what I mean? It's no different than today when, you know what I mean, drug dealers is around on the block, or for whatever reason, somebody in the streets violates somebody, and you know the person that violated your people was happy to be a drug dealer. And I was like, okay, well, we're gonna start to rob that cat. It's pretty much the same thing because we are the people in the Bible. All right? Primitive root, to plunder, catch, gather, take for a prey, rob, spoil, take away, spoil. All right? Just using here, spoil or prey, rob, take away, caught, gathering, robbers, took. Right? That's bazaars, right? There we go in here, right? Bazaars. Rob or to take away, right? Good, right? Okay. We have the word tribute. All right. We're gonna get the word tribute. I like these words are good because these words are written in unison, meaning for the most part, there should be one word for the most part, right? So for the most part, it's 4-3-7-1, right? 4-3-7-1. We got another one here. So we got two main ones, 4-3-7-1 and 4-5-2-2, right? I'm trying to see which is the most common one. Right, but they both begin with 4, meaning they're probably near an alphabet together, being that they're both in the 4,000s. Mas. Mas is the word for tribute. It's used 12 times. Properly burden, from forced, a tax in the form of forced labor. So this is taxes, right? Tribute in this sense right here is taxes. All right, so let's put that on the board, right? Tax. I want to put taxes on the board. Tax is mas, right? As people who come into the Israelite world, they might do a little watching things on YouTube, and they'll say, "Oh, we call the slave master massa," right? Not because it's the same, right? It might not be the same. It might be the same. I don't know. But massa means this is forced labor, right? They taxing you, right? With your labor, you're working for nothing, right? All your money is just, you're just being taxed, right? And tax is a street way of saying extortion. That's another way of saying extortion, right? That Benjamites in Jamaica, you know what I mean? If they're gonna go run an extortion, we're gonna say, we're gonna tax the people. Meaning you're a taxi man, you owe us, something ridiculous that gangsters would say in Jamaica, right? You owe us 40% of everything you make, right? Or you owe us, something that is not tithes, something that is criminal, right? Tax, mas, right? Good, right? Let's get the other one. The other tribute word was 4-3-7-1. Right? That might be Ma'aishara, if I'm not mistaken. Right? This one sounds like tithes. So there's a difference, right? Tribute, here we go. Right? This one is not Ma'aishara. This one is Makas. Probably from an unused root meaning to enumerate an assessment based upon a census, right? This is tribute, right? And a levy a tribute unto the Most High of the men of war which went out. Okay, so that's not the one we're talking about, right? We're talking about something that was given and became a servant unto tribute. Okay. This is a breakdown of Issachar, right? Genesis 49. We start at verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass. Ass in the Bible is donkey, right? Makar, right? A male ass or a donkey, right? All right? Issachar is a strong donkey because his back is strong like a donkey, right? He's crouching down between two burdens, right? He's crouching down between two burdens, and that burden is being poor in Mexico or being poor in America. That is the burden. Being poor, being belittled in Mexico, That's one burden. Being poor and belittled in America, another burden, right? And he's crouching down, meaning he has to serve these two places, whether he goes, and he's always trying to go between these two places, all right? All right, and he saw that rest was good. They call it a siesta, right? The siesta at noonday. He knows that that rest was good for him in the midst of all of his work, his back-breaking work, lifting all that concrete. Because Issachar is the Mexicans, according to the Bible. Now, if you think it's not, then you got to tell me who is, right? And the land that it was pleasant, meaning these people are good at farming. These are the people that grow your lettuce and your tomatoes in your stores today, right? Your cabbage and your carrots. They saw the land and it was pleasant. What is the land pleasant for? Growing crops. And bowed his head and bowed his shoulder to bear, right? So he bears all of the work that is going to be put on him, the workload, right? And became a what? A servant. What? A servant. A slave. He became a slave or servant. We know I bought his servant, right? He became a servant unto what? Tribute. Mas. What is mas? Tax. What is taxes in America? Money. All right? He became a servant for money. All right? That's Issachar in the Bible. That's the breakdown, right? For more of that, you go look up on Captain Kadazar's 12 tribes breakdown. He break down the whole thing for you. Captain Kadazar did a beautiful breakdown in Chicago a couple years back. Also, I believe it's on his Patreon account, right? Go on, Pratazar.
So you say Issachar is a servant for tribute or for money?
Tribute here is money.
Okay.
Just like taxes is money. Right? So he became a servant for money. Just like we are also servants for money. Right? But you know, we work for money. You know what I mean? But they really work for money. That's what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, go ahead.
Oh, so like you said, that's what I wanted to get clear on, because you see the Issacharite sisters on the highway, selling products on the highway, risking their life on the highway.
And they not making no money out of that, really. They are a tribute. They are a servant for tribute. You see what I'm saying? For they like you be an employee, you be a slave, right? But they have to go and hang out at Home Depot, looking to be a servant for money. They're out there, just senor. You know what I mean? Can I help you? Can I get a little work? We in the bathroom? Baño? Yo trabajo. I trabajo for you, para ti, for you. You see what I'm saying? They're servants for tribute. Okay? So that's tribute, right? Tribute is mas there. The other tribute, I want the one that's 4371. And the Lord's tribute of the sheep was 603. Okay, we got one right here, which is the offering. All right? And the portion went out to war. And the Lord's tribute of sheep. Okay? Trying to get some more clarity on this other tribute here. All right, hold on. Lord's tribute was 30. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Most High with a tribute. Okay, this is a different one. 4350. 4530. This is Masa. All right, which is used only once, which is based on the same tax over there, meaning everyone has to take money out of the money you got. Everybody got to come and buy food to bring to the feast. Take your money and buy food to cook and bring to your feast in the Feast of Weeks, all right? This is distribute. Let's see here. All right, and unto the day served on the tribute is 522. This one looks like Mas again. Right, you say this is Mas. All right, so we're gonna have tribute as taxes, just so you can keep our mind within a what do you call it again? Keep our eyes within a frontlet. So we're gonna put tax. We're gonna put tribute for tax. All right. Tribute is like a tax, right? And tax is mas. Okay. Good. We're gonna get the offering. Let's get offering next, right? And we welcome questions online. These things that we're covering is based on someone's question online, all right? We're gonna Passover coming up next month. Get ready. Get your garments ready. Get your whole, your whole assortment ready. All right. Offering. Okay, we got 4503, we got another one, 5930. We got burnt offerings, 5930. Burnt offerings is cooked food, all right? All right. Cooked food meaning it's put on a grill, they call it charcoal chicken, charcoal grilled beef. That means it's burnt, right? Yeah, it was on fire, right? That's Iowa law. Or this is all good. Offering 264 times. All right. A step or collectively, usually a holocaust, going up in smoke, burnt offering, sacrifice, going up, right? That's why I got the word sacrifice zabak on there. But this one says Ayla, right? Ayla. Active particle of 5927. Let's get 5927. 5927. Okay. To see where the root is, the root of this word is, right? The root of this word is to go up. There we go, went up. And the word to go up is Ayla. All right? So it's talking about the steam that comes out of the food or the smoke, right? Ayla that goes up and ascend. As you know, the word al is based on the word over. We say Yahweh Shamal al Asa, right? The al is over, meaning it's an upward direction. It's something based on an upward direction. All right? Okay, but now of course there was two words for offering. Let's see what the other one is. All right. Okay. Offering 4503 came to pass in the process of the time that Cain brought of the fruits of the ground an offering to the Most High, because Cain was lazy. Right. We have manakah. Right, offering 164 times. So these are both pretty much common words. An oblation, an oblation is something you eat. Sacrifice, you sacrifice the goat of the goat of the what do you call it again? A goat without blemish. Of the what?
Firstlings?
Of the firstlings, the goat of the first year, meaning a young goat, meaning your best. There's no blemish, meaning this would have been your money goat. Right? This is the one you sell for good money. This one is not battered or bruised. The meat is all good. Go ahead, Pratizar.
That's what Abel offered.
That's what Abel offered. Right? Took time to raise that thing, raised it, caught it in the wild, raised it, bred it up. Right? Cain, now that devil, right? That oppressor, he don't want to do that. He just want to go pick up something off the ground and say, hey, I'll trade this for you. Right? When Abel was a brother who went out and worked. Because we like to work, we like to do things, we like to be creative, right? And put the white sheep with the white sheep, and the white goats with the white goats, and brown goats with the brown goats, and the goat with the spots and stripes, and put them together and create whole new species. That's what we are. We were like scientists when it came to agriculture, and the devil was just a lazy bastard trying to take other people's things, right? Pick up the fruit like you would pick up your goat and sell your goat. See your invention and pick up your invention and sell it as his own. While Abel was the one going out doing all of the groundwork. All right? Okay? And that word there is manakah. Okay? Right? Manakah. Let me just see the other ones. Let me see some more context. Burnt offering. So this is a regular offering. Right? This is an oblation. All right? So meat offering, so you cook the meat, right? The other one is a burnt offering, meaning cooked food. Ayla is cooked food, right? So let's get that there.
I still have the Slack, so I still have the scripture there before. So.
Oh, please read that.
Come. Revelations chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right, Israelites are rich. Keep reading.
And I know.
Meaning you don't need to live and sell drugs for money and live your whole life to go get money in America, right? Right? Because you don't know. You're trying to do that because you hope to be rich. What you don't know is you're already rich. Right? Why do you think we got the word bazaar on the board for? Because Christ is going to lead you out in 144,000 soldiers, 12,000 of each tribe, to go lead you around the world in the middle of World War III. We'll be taken up from this place, carried to a place to train, to go spoil the nations. Right? And that's the time that you're living in the middle of World War III. World War III started. We've been saying it for a while, for a long time now, right? Since 1969, right? And that falls on deaf ears. Like World War III was one time, a month ago. World War III was a fantasy. It was like we talk about it and people be like, shut up. You know what I mean? And they turn on the news today and Ukraine is being bombed to World War III. Right? It's being bombed to Timbuktu. It's being bombed to smithereens. And now people are like, yeah, World War III. World War III. Now they're feeling World War III. And they don't give ISUPK the credit for it, man. Bastards, man. Bastards.
Right.
Right? Isla was the one about the it's like grilled food, right? Both of these are offerings, right? Right? This one is stew, right? We can call it stew, right? And Isla is grilled, and both of these are meat, right? Meat, right? Meat is word for flesh. Flesh is bashar, right? Right? Bashar like Pop Smoke. Y'all know Pop Smoke, right? Pop Smoke name was Bashar Baraka Jackson, something like that. Bashar. Bashar means meat or flesh. All right. Go ahead, Professor.
There's another question over here. It says, Slakia, this is from Sister Masha Mar.
Mashamar is a brother. Mashamar Ayash, right?
No, that's Slakia.
Yeah. Yeah, we hope to see you again soon. You know what I mean?
Slakia, sir.
Yeah.
Is Amor Gamar the proper way to say order complete?
Say it again.
All right. You say, Salakia, sir, is Amar.
Amar means say, right?
Gamar.
To say order complete, I'm not sure. You want to say order complete? I'm not sure, right? Okay, let's go look for a word for order. Right? Let me get the alphabet out of the way. I want to get the alphabet out of the way, right? Remind me again in 5 minutes, right? We have to do the alphabet, right?
Come.
Yeah. Okay. Get some space on this board here. Okay. Okay. Let me not erase everything. People might be taking notes. All right. Is for Allah. Right. Allah is cow. Right. Ba is for bayath. Bayath is tent, or you could use this to say home. Right. God is for gamal. Right. Gamal, which is a camel. Right? This was a common animal to you one time before you came to the American slavery. Camels was as common as horses back in the day, right? Right? You wouldn't today. I believe today you can ride a camel, but one time, you know, the camel will carry your stuff, right? You ride on a horse. Reuben, the Seminole Indians, invented horse riding in the Middle East. Before that, nobody rode an animal. It was like an invention to tame an animal to serve you. right? And the Israelites created that thing to ride an animal, and it will eventually get up to riding camels and stuff like that, right? Or the camel would have been like your U-Haul truck. You load up the camel, and it will carry all of your stuff, and maybe even carry a cart behind it, right? Or you have a cow. You wouldn't ride the cow, but the cow would carry your cart, right? You use all these animals for these things, all right? Da, right, is a triangle, which is dalat, right? A dalat, right? Dalat is a door, right? Dalat is a door. The shield of David is made out of two dalats, two das, right? This shape right here, right? The shield of David, right? This thing right here, right? This is not the star of Molech. Furthermore, this is not a star. All right, you can see, right? Right. This is not a star. This is. They call it a shield because it was on a king's shield, right? A king will have a shield that they hang up, and they will have a picture of either a lion to say the tribe of Judah or a wolf to say the tribe of Benjamin or so forth, right? And on the king on King David's shield, you have this figure right here, which is David's signature, right? So David's name has two D's in there, right? So in Hebrew, would be two Das in there. He would have two triangles, right? That's where he gets. That's what his thing is. It's a signature to say Christ sits on David's throne. That's why we all wear it. Don't be a scaredy cat. Stop all the dumb nonsense of scared of things you don't know about. You're so scared. Just put P-U-S-S-Y. Just vagina. Right? Stop being a scaredy cat. All right? Right, here we go again. We got a shield of David on a menorah. Right? The shield of David is the same thing. Right? They can see the shield, right? The shield of David, we got it on this menorah right here. Right? Okay. I believe we got another one with lighter, right? Yeah, well, that's for the sound, so we'll leave that alone, right? Okay. We got ha to say hana, to say behold, or look at this, right? We got wawa, which is a fish hook, right? Fish hook. Wawa is a fish hook. I got no space on the board, right? People cannot see what I'm writing at all, right?
It's still clear, sir.
They can read this.
Yeah, you can read it.
You can read it on the board.
Come.
Okay. Look there. Look on the YouTube, right? And what does this say?
That's Bayah.
And what does it mean?
Bayah is home.
Okay, all right, you can see. All right, most I'm impressed. I'll keep going then. Right? Za is for Zion. Zion, which is a weapon. Right? And mind you, this is your language before slavery. This is the language you spoke that nobody speaks anymore because you were the one that spoke it. Right? Before slavery, we had this language here, right? We have Kawama. Kawama. Right? Which is a wall or fence. Right? Say wall because we live in cities now. Right? Wall, right? We got Tana'ah. Right? We got Tana'ah. Right? Tana'ah. Modern day, what is a Tana'ah? A bag. Right? This is what you call a bag today. Formerly a basket. This was originally worth a basket. Today, Tana'ah is a bag. All right? I'm gonna put that today, right? Wawa. Call this a fork. We're gonna call Wawa the fish hook. We're gonna call that modern day a fork. Right? Let me get this modernized for you here, right? Fork. Right? What else? Good, right? We got yad, which is your hand. All right? Hand, but this is the figure. The figures of an arm. This is what the whole thing.
right? But you say, oh, there's something on your hand, bro. You'll be right here, right? Something on your hand. What's that thing on your hand over there, right? You know, right? We got cup. Cup is the palm of your hand, right? The palm of your hand, right? The palm of your hand, meaning this figure in the palm of your hand, that writing right here, that's this letter right here. And this is where the letter K came from. Right? And they're gonna write the cup with a K. All right? We have Lamad, right? Lamad. Right? Lamad is the word for learn. Okay. We got Ma, which is for Mayam, which is water. Right? We got Na. We would say Na is for Napash to say breathe, but Na is for Nawan, which means sprout, meaning the seed sprouts. Right? We got Sa to say Samak. Right? Which means established. Right? It's a figure of flag, because when you establish your land on a place, you put your flag on that land. All right? I is for Ayan. Ayan is how you say I. Your actual I. Right? We got Pa. Pa is the figure, which means this is a drawing of your mouth. Right? Mouth. We got Taza for Tazad. Right? Which means side. Right? Put it on the side of it. Your side, you have the word edge, Quatazad, which is edge. But your Tazad, which means side, meaning put it on its side. All right? Why? Because this is the figure of a man on his side. All right? Then we have Qawash. We have Qawash, which is a snare. I mean, you might call this a trap, a little trap that catches rodents. This is a literal figure of a mouse trap or a trap to catch a rodent, right? Qawash. We got Ra, which is Ra'ash. Right? Ra'ash is your head, your cabeza. Right? My brother, you from Yonkers, right? You're around Spanish people all day, every day. Since the day you was born, Spanish. Right? Spanish is damn near a second language. Right? Both sides France, right? We got Shah. Shah is a figure of two teeth. Right? So the word for teeth is Shan. Shan is the word for teeth. All right? And please excuse my small writing, right? I'm trying to work with what I get on the board. Right? Don't the white man got a word that says like steel, like
Like material or something?
no, they got a word which means like steel, with a Z, like a Z, like
Still like
Ponzi scheme, Ponzi. There's another word that they have that's like a SP, and there's a Z in there. I don't know. I just might be thinking of something much. All right. Okay, and then the Ta is the last one, right? Ta is Tao. There. All right. Tao. Right, and Tao means mark. Right, Tao means mark. All right. Tao means mark. This is a figure of X marks the spot. All right. In a map, you put a little X right here. That's what the Tao is. Tao means X mark the spot. Right. Mark those that cause division between doctrines, not doctrines, but division contrary. Give me Romans 16:17.
Come.
Yeah. We got some wine here.
Wine, right? This is yayan, right? Romans 16, verse 17, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Romans chapter 16, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
No, I beseech you.
Now I beseech you. Beseech means to seek out and urgently improve. That's what the word beseech means, right? Beseech. I believe the word search might originate in the word beseech, right? But it means to seek out and urgently improve. Keep reading.
Brethren, mark them which,
Brethren, meaning people of your race, the brothers who can be counted as your brothers, right? Not every Israelite can be counted as your brothers. You see what I'm saying? The law of the stranger doesn't apply to people outside of the nation. Who are people outside of the nation? The people outside of your doctrine. Every nation is built upon a doctrine. The United States, to be American, means that you have to pledge to the Constitution when they become a citizen. The Constitution is their doctrine, right? The Bible is our Constitution. So in here, we believe in paying tithes to command and junior honor, right? If you're an Israelite who have another doctrine, your laws require you to not pay tithes to command and junior honor. You believe that tithes is corn, or there's a law on tithes where you don't do it because that's your doctrine. Your doctrine is different from ours. So you're not the same as us. You see what I'm saying? Our doctrine says a man could have more than one wife because that is the culture of Israel. Your doctrine says a man can only have one wife here and will have a wife in the kingdom of heaven one day, which is not the same constitution. It's not the same doctrine. You are from a different nation than us. I can apply the law of the stranger unto you. What is the law of the stranger? To kill the fatted calf when you come. When you come, you gotta stay with me for whatever reason. I gonna make you fat from the amount of food I'm gonna feed you when you're here. You're gonna get the best care. I'm gonna give you a towel. I'm gonna give you bed sheets and pillows. I'm gonna give you a bed. Give you a room. Give you a TV. Right? You get care when you come in. And you're gonna be welcome here. I'm gonna give you a key. You see, I'm gonna give you another key. All right? And
right.
what? Huh?
I said that's right. I'm agreeing.
Yeah, that's the law of the stranger. That's the realness, right? Your cousin, I don't know you. You're my cousin, but I don't know you. But Grandpa Willie said you family. You in town and you come to New York. Oh well, welcome cousin. Welcome cousin Jimmy. Right, from Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, right? Welcome inside, man. My house, your house. In Spanish, mi casa, su casa. You know what I mean? That's the law of the stranger. Now, I can apply that to IUIC. Why? Because I don't know what he's going to do. He might sleep with my wife. You see what I'm saying? Because they are hypocrites to their law. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what they believe, right? But now, if Grandpa Willie says you my cousin, right? I expect to be treated by you the same way how my family always treats each other. So in ISUPK, we are a family, and we know that we live one way, and we don't expect any difference from another Israelite who is in the doctrine of the ISUPK. Now, man, there's an Israelite from another Israelite group. I cannot say what he's gonna do or not gonna do, because he's like another race coming into my house. He's like you ever bring someone who's not from your family into your house, who's black though, but he's not your family, and he comes and cook pork in your pot. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay, I know practically you're a Judah, right? I know some of the Judah eat pork, but there's a certain Benjamin family who even in their ignorance don't eat no pork. And they might welcome another Jamaican because he's a Jamaican. And welcome in here, and then he cooks pork in the pot. Man, my mom threw the pot out the window, man. Flung the pot out the window into the middle of bubbling atmosphere, out there in the atmosphere. Because she was so upset. Because we don't eat pork around here. That's something another nation would do.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean? And what happens after that? There's an argument. Get out my house. You cook pork in my pot. We don't do that. You violated my house. You violated my pot. With that outside nonsense, that stuff that we believe is wrong to do. Right? And same thing, GMS or Israelites, they believe in raping women, raping girls, right? You know, it's going to be the same attitude. It's going to be an argument. You rapists, calling the police on you, right? Or an Israelite who does not know Israelite, but he's a drug dealer selling crack out of your bathroom window. You are a criminal. Rape is a criminal. Eating pork, according to the Bible, you're a criminal to the Most High. Right. It's like you come to the house, and my mom don't smoke, but you come to the house and smoke cigarettes, or smoke weed, or smoke crack. K2 is like, yo, what's that smelling here? Evidence, you smoked in my house. Argument, get up. Right? The law of the stranger applies to brothers in the ISUPK because we are the nation we are a nation that is bringing forth the spirit and the government and the rulership and the nation of Israel, right? We bringing forth the nation of Israel, right? Everyone else is not bringing what do you call that? Tassels on your t-shirt. That's not Israelite culture, right? When I see that, I expect to know that you're gonna mess up some way, right? And if I could protect my daughter's virginity and protect anything valuable in my house, because you might be a thief, I don't know, right? But you know, the law of the stranger applies to this. Now, read what you got here, brothers are. Romans 16 and 17.
Come. Brethren, mark them which cause division and offense.
Mark them that cause division and offenses. Keep reading.
Contrary to the doctrine.
Contrary to the doctrine.
Which ye have learned.
Every nation was born on a constitution. And they learned their constitution or their way of living from their youth up. And one day, the Lord did what? From the top again?
No.
From the top.
Oh, from the top. Romans chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offense.
Which cause division. Now, many countries are here today. Why? Because people have been divided based on an offense, where the group stays here and we kick out that group and all who believe with him. And they go leave the village and go start the village somewhere else. That is how nations are born by the Most High. You see what I'm saying? And how was I saying the same thing with the doctrine? When people left the ISUPK to believe a new doctrine, they left the nation. They left the truth. All right? If that's not so hard to understand, come on. I don't know what is, right? I don't know. There's no more easy explanation than that. It's in the Bible. Right? And that is how nations are born. Same thing with Ishmael. Ishmael was born out of Abraham sleeping with Hagar. Sarah with the spirit of the Most High on her, like, yo, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? She's born of another nation. Cast this bondwoman out. And a heathen son. You know what I mean? Same thing happened with Esau. Esau was into eating raw meat, which is against our Bible. You should not eat meat with blood in it. Meaning you have to properly cook your food so there's no blood in the meat, or it could make you sick. But Esau didn't believe that. Esau eating all that raw meat. Right? And then he said, oh, but look, in the laws of Deuteronomy, we didn't say this, right? But brothers would say in the laws of Deuteronomy chapter 7, you cannot marry these nations here mentioned in Deuteronomy 7. Right? The same one Esau saw. He saw that his father was displeased, right, at the marrying of the Canaanite woman. So he said, you know what? Isaac don't want me marrying Canaanite woman. I'm going to go marry an Ishmaelite. That's what Esau said. And Esau now became another nation. You see what I'm saying? From breaking of the law. You see what I'm saying? Even though it was a blessing to Jacob, but the acting of it was going against the Lord, displeased the Most High, and he kicked you out because you caused a new division. You see what I'm saying? I believe first Esau married Canaanite woman. He saw that displeased Isaac, and he went and married Ishmaelite woman after. The same thing that fake Israelites do when they look at, Deuteronomy 7, a Hittite and a Jebusite and this one. And they say, you can marry anyone out of that. You can marry Edomites and Moabites because they're not mentioned in Deuteronomy 7. That's wrong. Right? Esau made the same mistake. I believe that's in Genesis chapter 27 or 28, one of them. Right? Made the same mistake and you making the same mistake. All right? Any more questions?
Checking out, sir. I could say, no questions, and I got more on that scripture.
All right, we don't got but 10 minutes left.
Come.
All right. Okay. So now let's get some. We need to know about the prepositions and possessives. Okay, we need to know about the prepositions and possessives. Okay. Star is star, which means mark. For anybody who's coming in late, just rewind, right? Okay. What's this here? We got Windex. Pow, right? Bo, forward. And when we run against our doctrine, right? Meaning you started to live like the laws of Israel don't matter no more. The Lord kicked you out of the nation of Israel. And you had disagreements according to whatever doctrine you lived in, and you went on to become the Germans and the Britons. And you started with the Holy Roman Empire, right? And you went off and became German and the French, and you believed in different things, right? And each different thing became different countries, all right? And notably, the Lord kicked you out of Jerusalem, right? And it says in the scriptures, right? Okay. We're going to clean the board here for a second. All right, we're going to clean the board. Okay. Okay. Let's get some prepositions on the board. Preposition. Right? A preposition is placed before the word. So you have any Hebrew word. If you see these things in front of it, they mean one thing, right? One preposition. Right? It means I. As a preposition. I'm going to explain what these are in a minute, right? Okay, here's a word. We have Amar Gamar. We got to get Amar Gamar first. Let's get Amar Gamar first, right? Amar means say. Right? Amar means say. Right? He had the word Gamar. I don't know what Gamar is, right? We're going to look up what Gamar means. Amar Gamar. He said that means order complete. I guess what he's saying when it says Amar, because a man said something, it's like an order, right? Order is more like a command. The command in the Bible will be more like the bar, right? I was spelling command wrong, right? I think it's two M's, right? Right? The bar. The bar will be the word for a command. Right? A command. Right? Let's look at what a gamar is. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going to go to our trusty Kindle app. All right, we got a concordance in there board for $1.99. It's the cheapest way to get a Strong's concordance on a Kindle, right? $1.99. It's cheaper than fries nowadays. Fries is now $3 in McDonald's. right? Cheaper than fries. This is a 2 slices of pizza, right? And this lasts for a lifetime. It's on my app for. I've been using it for. I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago, right? Same one for $1.99. All right. Ga ma, right? So we go to ga, right? And then we're gonna pick the ma. So where's the ma at? La ma. All right. Ga ma. Here we go. So we got gamal. Gamal is camel. Gamar. Here's Gamar. Gomer. Gomer is France also, right? Of course. His name comes from something else also, right? His name comes from completion. 1584. So the word Gamar as the French nation, right? It means the primitive root to end in the sense of completion or failure, cease or come to an end, fail perfect or perform. Yeah. Oh, Slakia.
Right there.
Right there. Ka. All right, good, right? So Gamar, right? The name of Gomer, right? Completion, right? Corresponding to end. Now, here's the thing. Okay, in the sense of completion of or failure, perfect, right? What I would like to use now. It's not bad to know these words, right? But what I want to use is I want to use the more common words for complete. All right. Now it says complete or failure. So when you say order complete, if you say Gamar, I don't know if it's a failure or not, because it means completion or failure. Right? So you want a word which means complete and not failure. Unless he failed the mission, I guess, Amar Gamar. Or well not okay, Amar, okay. For Amar you need a past tense. Right? So the bar is command, right? The bar is the better word to say that, right? Because Amar is more things that was said. It's like rehearsing or reciting what someone said. By the way, the word Quran means to recite. It's a fake book. Quran recited the Bible, right? It's a fake book, right? There's a sidebar, right? Okay. So let me so let's go. Let's more get a word, right? Let's see what comes up when we say complete. I don't know if complete is a English word or whatnot, right? Let's find out, right? It's in not English word, but in the Bible. So okay, we got one complete in the Old Testament. We got two completes in the New Testament, which is in Greek. All right, just to show you, right? Concordance in the Greek, completion, plaroo, right? So whatever this is right here, it means plaroo, right? Or that Greek stuff, right? But it's not the Greek class. It's Lashawan Qadash. Leviticus 23 and 15. The only usage of the word complete in English. Of course, there were different translators, right? We have 8549, Tamayam. It means without blemish. Right? Now, remember, we are a poetic people. You see what I'm saying? You could use this. I'm not sure, right? It says, okay, the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. So, I mean, this is the Sabbath is the stuff that you would do, right? So I would use the word tamayam because the order is something. The 7th Sabbath is an order. The Sabbath is an order. We read Leviticus 23 all the time. It's good to know this word because you have to read it every single high holy day. You have to read Leviticus 23. When you come across the word tamayam, you're gonna know that this means complete. When you see the word tamayam, because it's something that we have to recite and keep doing. All right, so this will be the better word. Words that you have to recite is the one you should learn now. Other ones will you pick up along the way, right? But try to have a foundation, right? A house is built upon a foundation, right? You're trying to build the house of Israel. You're trying to build a nation back. You're trying to build a kingdom back. The kingdom is within you. All right. So we're gonna have for the word complete. We're gonna have the word mayam. All right. Mayam. All right. Of course, this word means complete or fail or complete. Right? Fail or complete. Let me see how much time Gamar comes up in there, right?
me write Samayam on there first, right? Okay. Samayam. The bar. Mayam. Right? Complete. All right? The bar Samayam. Command complete. Right? Order complete, right? Let's look up the word for order, right? Let's get there might be another word for order, but the bar is the same thing, right? Let me see. I just want to see what's there might be another word for order. I know. Okay, I know. If I put order in here, it's gonna say Iraq, which means put things in an order, right? Or put them in the proper order or the alphabetical order. So the word right here would be order, right? Will be command, Slovakia, right? Let's see if we can get an order. Okay, so here we go. Okay, this is the same one I'm talking about, right? Order. We're putting things in order, laid the wood in order. Iraq means to sort things, like put things in assortment, an array. All right, let's put it on the board too, just so you know. All right, we have Officer Iraq out of North Carolina, strong brother out there, strong soldier for the Most High in Christ, right? A sort, right? Sort is Iraq. Okay, I like this one right here. All right, I'm gonna take a picture of this one right here too. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. That came out wrong. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Order complete. Yeah. Okay, so complete. We understand complete came with one time in the English in the Old Testament. Of course, there's other ways to say complete. Shalom is another way. Shalom means end of the war, peace. End of the noisy work environment, peace. Shalom, right? But Leviticus 23, we're gonna go through all the time. We're gonna use Tamayam, all right? Tamayam is a word which means perfect, right? Just like I guess Kumar was trying to say, but not in the right sense, right? But Tamayam properly means perfect, right? When Christ says, "Be ye perfect," the word Tamayam is there. All right. Good. Let me get some preposition on here. Okay. Well, let's keep going down until we gotta remove it. What time we got there, Partizan?
We got 9:06.
Oh, so we're putting the time, right? Ba means in. Right? So when you see at the beginning of the word, that means I. Ba, you're gonna see ba there at the beginning of the word, right? Ba, ga, da. When you see da at the beginning of a word, da means do. Right? So you're gonna see da. Right? Ba, ga, da, ha. When you see ha, right? Ha means the. The, the. Okay? Okay, ha, abagada, ha, wa. When you see wa at the beginning of a word, wa means and. Right? Only at the beginning of a word. If you see these at the end of the word as a possessives go at the end of the word, they're gonna mean different things. Right? Abagada, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya. Ya is a preposition. Ya means he or it. right? I was kataya ka, ka means like, right? Like, not like meaning you like something, but like as in the sense of like or as, right? As, like or as. They call it a simile, right? Right? Okay. Hawazaka tayaka. La means two. We had this in the board before. La at the front of a word means two. Ma at the beginning of a word means from. Right? From or of. Right? Of. Right? Na means something, but I'm not sure. We're not really sure what that means yet. You're gonna see na instead of words. But from what I understand, it doesn't really change the word too much, right? But there is a proper thing going on with the na in the front of the word. Like you got words like nasha'a, which means to lift. But in other senses, you'll see the word sha'a, like Moses means lifted from the water or drawn from the water, right? With a lifted motion, right? Lift, right? Or to lift, right? You'll say sha'a in one sense and then say nasha'a in the most formal, proper tense. But it doesn't say what the na is. It doesn't make a difference like one of these, like it's to or from or I or one of these, right? So we're going to skip na, la, mana, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha. Sha means pertaining to, right? Sha means pertaining, right? Pertaining, right? And then sta, the last one is sta. Sta means future tense, right? Usually you say this when you're going to do something, or I will do something. The sta will be as is a way to say will do, right? Will do, right? Or will happen. Will do or will happen, right? So you read in the commandments, thou shalt not steal. It wouldn't say, it's not going to say you shall not steal. It's going to say not will you do murder, not will you do theft, or none of that, right? Okay. Let me get an example of that right quick before you go. Right, so just everybody know what I'm talking about. Like I know we're very visual people. Okay.
Salakia, sir, if I may.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says a statement. Mashama.
Yeah.
Ayash. He says Salakia, sir. I use the word command because order was more difficult to find on the app.
You use the word, say it again.
He said he used the word command.
Okay.
Because order was more difficult to find on the app.
Okay, I understand. He's using a certain app to look for things, right? But there's a certain you got to try to not think of looking for words, but look for the mind of the Israelites. You know what I mean? You gotta read through the book and compare the Israelites' behavior to your own, and think of what each word is in its proper context, right? So just how we looked for the word complete a while ago, right? And then we came upon a context of where something was being completed. Now, of course, there's other ways to say the word complete, to say something is finished, right? Okay, well, let me look for the word finished, right? But the issue is now we do read the Leviticus 23 chapter every Sabbath service. So I would prefer the masses of everyone to be familiar with a word that they're gonna have to read so they can know what it means. So everyone could interpret it as the Hebrew is being read in the Sabbath service. 7 verses in Hebrew, 7 verses in English, right? Because that's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is to get your language back. That's why you read in the Hebrew after, to try to pick up your language back. That's the purpose. The purpose is not to just read the Hebrew like it's a religion, because this is not a religion.
This is practical knowledge. Practice meaning you have to use it. You have to practice it. So we're trying to practice our language, Hebrew class right now tonight. In the very morning, in less than 12 hours, you're going to be exercising the things that you learned today. All right? That's the whole reason why Lashawan Qadash is the day before the Sabbath service. Okay? Let me put the word finished here. There is a word for finish. That comes in a lot, right? Okay, here we go. We got 3615. Finished. We got kala. Right? The word is to properly mean consumed. Right? There's a certain context here, right? Consume, end 44 times, finished 20 times. All right? Failed 18 times, accomplished 12, right? And now don't be misled by these words. These words might be down here used in a sense where there's a tense in the word. So it could be a y in there, a ya in there to say past tense. We don't know. You have to look into it to see what is the difference between each one that is mentioning, all right? Right, so that's 3615. It's the same one here, the same one here, 3615, the same one here, right? And remember now, the same one we're talking about is kala, right? Kala, right? Now we have another one here. We have 8552 here, right? 8552. That's tamam. That's going back to tamayam again, right? Tamam. All right, and it's going to say consume, end, finished. All right, failed, perfect, spent, upright, clean, accomplished. All right, failed could be you failed the mission, right? But the mission is done, right? You went out there, you went to war, but the war is over, so it might be finished in that sense. All right, 8552, 8552 again. The same tamam, 3615. That's the one before kala, right? 3615 again. Kala built the house and finished. Okay, so we got kala here, finished. So we're gonna put down the board because it comes up a lot of times. Kala, right? Kala means finish. Okay, kala means finish. Okay. Remember now, don't forget the root word. The root word is kal. Kal means all. All things, todos in Spanish, right? All, right? So if you're finished, all things are done. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole idea, right? The ha at the end is to say it's a product of this thing right here. All things, right? The white man calls that the feminine, right? Meaning it serves the other thing, right? Okay. And I think we're done now, right? Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right there. There no more questions online, right?
No questions.
Most sign class. I was that pass the class to priest in the office of 50, right? Protazar, right? Wrap it up.
Wrap it up for class.
Okay. Yeah, we could just salute out, right?
I'm gonna get one courtesy salute. Men Israel. Amadu Shabbat. Amadu Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Class dismissed.